Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a day in my life during lockdown, which has been extended even further, but essentially I'm showing you today what I've been up to, how I've been trying to stay healthy, what I'm eating, also a little bit on my skincare routine as I am asked about that a lot, and also covering my garden update and my vegetable growing updates. So get cozy, use this as a time to unwind, chill out and forget your stresses for 10 to 15 minutes. And yeah, let's get on with the video.
And a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
At the moment I am actually going outside for my daily exercise every single day. I use this time wisely because I just know it's so good for my mental and physical health, especially as the sun is shining right now. First thing in the morning I get some clothes on and get out of the house. And today's exercise was just like a nice brisk walk around my local village. I live in a really countryside-esque village with some woodland areas. I also found an actual lake around the corner from my house, or like a little, I don't know, reservoir. But yeah, this is such a positive that I'm seeing from this time at the moment, is I'm exploring more areas near my house, whether it be when I'm on a run, a cycle ride, or my daily walk. So yeah, today's walk was gorgeous. The weather was just amazing and I felt so good and ready to start the day when I got home.
Undercover agents of the other, gravel beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go.
Okay, when I got home from my daily exercise, I was actually starving today, so I made a hearty breakfast for Lawrence and I. We had bagels with avocado and scrambled egg on toast. Here's the infamous blue eggs that definitely don't come from blue hens, by the way. But scrambled egg and avocado on toast or on rye bread or something is one of my favourite kind of treat breakfasts. It has healthy fats in, the proteins, so it's also pretty good for you for such a hearty breakfast.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
I always add a dairy-free milk to my scrambled eggs. It makes it really kind of creamy and thick. I would highly recommend it. And I'm also adding this smoked sea salt I bought from Aldi a couple of weeks ago. By the way, this stuff is unreal. It's so good. I definitely need to get some more. It just makes everything taste 100 times better.
There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way. Promise me that you know the world is yours. Strike them with your glow.
I have actually been growing my own chives out of this old coffee pot. I think they look really good. They normally sit outside, but chives are the easiest thing to grow. If you ever need some seasoning or herbs, I would definitely recommend trying to grow chives because they're just so easy to maintain. And put them on top of scrambled egg and avocado on toast and it makes it taste so good. I highly recommend it.
Rocks are meant to be picked up and thrown. New ideas can be pleasantly.
I literally drown my breakfast in pepper. I love pepper so much. I sip on my black tea and yeah, I enjoy breakfast with Lawrence and it's just a really good, positive, calm start to the day. After my breakfast, I decided to tackle another job around the house which I'd otherwise been ignoring. So lockdown is the perfect time to address some to-do things around my house. So I put on some Disney Plus and I got going with decluttering this cupboard in the corner of my living room, which I've actually given away to someone else for free. Don't worry, it was disinfected, but my little Moodles is following me around as she does everywhere. And we're going to declutter this cupboard, ready to put our new bookshelves in this corner. It actually include our bookshelves in a DIY home improvement video on my channel, which I've linked down below for you. Yeah, it looks so much better in this cupboard now. Also, I have this little crochet Mickey Mouse. Would you like to see me attempt to do that on my vlogging channel? Lawrence bought it for me from Aldi a few months ago and I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of tea, have a little look at the plants on my windowsills. So I have a tomato plant which is doing very well, my basil, which one of my lovely subscribers told me to keep inside. And do you know what? She was right, because my basil is now thriving. I turn my plants on my windowsills around every other day just because they start chasing the sun, and as you can see they tilt to one section. So I want them to be as strong as possible before we can start putting all of our herbs and our vegetables outside in the garden. I'm also treating myself to a homemade flapjack with my cup of tea. I will put the recipe up on the screen obviously, but this is such an easy, delicious homemade flapjack. They're great for energy release, slow energy release throughout the day. Anyway, back to my plants. My cucumbers and my spring onions are doing really well. These are actually super simple to grow. You just need to keep them at quite a high temperature while they're germinating inside. So keep them on a windowsill and water them, make sure they don't go too dry. And then when the temperatures are above certain degrees, so with garlic it has to be above 6 degrees outside at all times for them to thrive, which is why my garlic is now outside. And my spring onions, cucumbers and things will go outside probably mid-May onwards, but my garlic is thriving at the moment. It's doing really well. To grow garlic, you essentially just get a clove of garlic and put it in soil and let it germinate, and trust me, magic happens. But yeah, it's so fun watching my own vegetables and spices and herbs growing. It's just great, and this summer I'll be eating my own food. Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Also here you can see my radishes. So my radishes I was growing inside on the windowsills for a while, as you saw in my previous videos, but they've been doing so well they're now able to go outside because the temperature's not freezing anymore. So they're doing pretty well. I can't wait to actually eat those radishes. I'm also checking on my cherry tree. So I don't know if I've introduced my cherry tree on the channel yet, but this is my cherry tree which is going to grow with my dad's ashes, just so I have him alive in some way, and it's just a really nice way to be able to see him flourish into new life. I know that might sound weird to some people, but if you've been in my shoes you probably understand what I'm talking about. But in a matter of days, this cherry tree that is my dad's tree has grown so well. It's actually flourishing, it's looking gorgeous. I absolutely love it, but it's in the courtyard section of our garden. So the courtyard section is a little seating section we have where we have our herb garden, we've got some fairy lights going on, and then you go through the little door into my main garden. But it does really well here because this courtyard gets the sun for like a good few hours every day, and it's like hot sun as well, it's direct sun. So I often sit out here and read, and if I want to I just have a chat with the tree, just because obviously my dad's part of that tree now, so it's like I still have him. Anyway, so this is like a really nice area of our garden, and our herbs do really well there because the sun does go there for quite a few hours in the day. And in our herb garden we have rosemary, thyme, some coriander, and yeah, I think that's it at the moment. It does really well. It's actually really easy. We also have cat grass in there, just so the cats you know, they like to have a bit of cat grass every now and then. But in the early evening, I do like to water everything if it hasn't rained for a few days, just to keep it all healthy and alive and flourishing. The garlics love a wet ground, so make sure you don't let them dry out too much. And also the radishes, they can't dry out too much, so I make sure I water them in the evening. You want to water things in the evening when the sun won't touch them again, just because if their leaves are wet, you run the risk of burning them, and that could actually kill them. So make sure you only water in the evening. But yeah, I saw this bumblebee and I was so happy. Bees are my absolute favourite.
It was your crooked little smile that caught my eye.
Anyway, tonight's dinner, we're going to be having pizza on the barbecue. I know that sounds so weird, but if you go to like a nice pub, they actually serve you a wood-fired pizza, which is essentially a barbecue pizza. So we decided to barbecue our pizza tonight, you know, tackle boredom by doing something a little bit different throughout isolation and cook our pizza on a barbecue. So Lawrence is the barbecue guy. I do like barbecues, I'm just not very good with the whole fire starting thing. So he first of all lights all the wood and the coal, and then once the fire's gone out and it's just like kind of simmering, we put the pizzas on and we close the lid and it smokes them. Honestly, it turned out so much better than what I was expecting. I had so many questions on Instagram if they actually tasted nice or if they cooked properly. They cooked perfectly. They were just delicious, and it was just really nice to sit outside in the garden in the early evening and eat pizza. It was such a treat.
Why did she go? Whoa. Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa.
Okay, in the evenings I like to really unwind and do a nice skincare routine. So I put my phone away just because it can get so tempting to just look at your phone all day every day at the moment, especially through isolation. And I go in the bathroom and I put on some incense. Incense is my literal favourite thing. I would choose it over every other scented product. It's just such a calming, beautiful smell, and I get my incense from a local Indian shop or a local spiritual shop. So yeah, you bulk buy it, so I've got loads in the cupboard. But I get my incense on and make the room all calm, the bathroom, and start running myself a hot bubble bath.
You make me understand.
By the way, this bamboo wooden tray for your bath, it's the best £25 I have ever spent. I will link this one down below. It's just such a nice addition to the bath. Even Lawrence loves this. I get a candle in there, light that, and get my skincare ready. I will talk you through my skincare in a bit. I also always add some mineral salt to my water. It doesn't really do much. I do get questions about what it does. I think some people think it's like a bath bomb, but it's not. You don't really notice any change to the water, but I swear it makes my skin and muscles feel better.
Gossip about our delight. What if we would join our forces? What a bliss. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me want.
Okay, you'll be lying if you told me you didn't make yourself a bubble beard and then nearly suffocate yourself. I couldn't actually breathe while I was doing this. Anyway, I've got my little Mickey Mouse headband on to keep my frizzy hair at bay, and now I'm going to do my skincare. So I've been double cleansing. My skincare is super duper easy. Essentially I cleanse once and then I cleanse twice, and then I use really good moisturizer and sometimes a toner. But this facial cleanser is a vitamin C facial cleanser. It's oil based. I do get dry skin. I use this one first and it takes off all my makeup, but I also let it sit there. Look how cool I look. Wow, Lawrence is so lucky. Look at that model material. But yeah, I washed the vitamin C facial cleanser off, and as you can see, it just really brightens your skin, makes your skin feel and look really nice. And then I second cleanse with my Origins Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser, and this just like gets in all my pores. The scrub bits are actually natural base, so they're not plastic or anything. It's really good for your skin, but I really work hard on my chin. I've got hormonal spots at the moment on my chin, so yeah, I give them a real scrub with the Origins Ginseng Cleanser. But yeah, my cleansers always change. I often use the Lacura products as well. You've probably seen in my previous videos. And also in the evening, I like to do a puzzle. So one of my biggest mental health hacks is to do a puzzle. It's completely immersive. It gets very addictive. I've actually been dreaming of my puzzle. It's become that addictive. And yeah, it's just really good for your mind. Get a nice fresh pair of PJs on, sit down and do a puzzle or something that will take you away from your phone. During my puzzle, Lawrence actually bought me a peanut butter ice cream. I found these in Aldi the other day. They're the new vegan ice creams. Oh my goodness. These are the ingredients. I was trying to let it focus, but it wouldn't. But they're essentially made out of peanut paste. And they're so delicious. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like these, then let me know in the comments down below. I hope you're all staying safe, happy and healthy. And yeah, I'll see you again very, very soon. Mwah. Bye.